big opinion will be his first. Pretty easy to keep receipts when you never say nothing. Yeah, a lot of negative stuff to say about every issue. Okay, all right then. You should just be happy with Jason Candle. We'll get some football in the mix next. 97.1.
97.1 The Ticket. Traffic.
From the WWJ 24-hour traffic center, watching the crash you're going to find along westbound I-94 just after Schaefer. Right shoulder is blocked. And there's the accident along northbound 75 at McNichols. Left shoulder is blocked. There is a police assist across that stretch. Construction is going to get in your way along northbound 39 and 94. You're going to find one lane open. This is going to go on through your late afternoon and also through tomorrow. Now, this work has been causing an issue since yesterday, so expect to slow down along westbound I-94 at Greenfield. Right lane is closed off. That's going to go on through your weekend and possibly into Monday. And down there, good shopping.
That Wendy's closed down.
Oh, yeah. They're all closing down.
Join Metro and get a free
Burger King
and that'll charge for the day in 15 minutes.
Checkers
Metro,
and Tim Hortons.
And
Only at
KFC.
Metro by T-Mobile.
The only two that are left are Taco Bell and McDonald's.
Or have them with Metro in the past
The last two.
Requires 68 watt charger, sold separately. Actual performance will vary.
Rick Frazier here on behalf of the Mother Waddles Car Donation Program. Well, the kids are all back in school, and as summer comes to a close and we all settle back into our daily routine, we hope that when it comes time to donating your car, you'll think of Mother Waddles. Mother Waddles will use your generous car donation to help a family in need, and in turn, you'll get the private party Blue Book value as a tax deduction for your car.
Yeah, these fuckers gotta close.
313 Waddles and enjoy tax savings while helping Mother Waddles to help others. And remember, Mother Waddles is Detroit's oldest and most respected car donation program. So when donating your car, don't take chances. Go with the leader. Donate your car to Mother Waddles. Call 313-WADDLES or donate online at motherwaddles.org. Mother Waddles, a name you can trust. 313-WADDLES. That's 313-WADDLES.
I'm Kamala Harris. Here's a few things I believe. Middle-class families, like the one I grew up in, they want common sense solutions. You want lower prices and lower taxes. I believe you want to just not get by, but you want to get ahead. We must create an opportunity economy where everyone has a chance to get a car loan, buy a home, start a business. And I believe we can make that happen.
Kamala Harris's plan? Bring down costs by cracking down on corporate price gougers. Make homeownership more affordable for families. A middle-class tax cut for 100 million Americans. And make sure billionaires and big corporations pay their fair share so you can keep more of the money you've earned.
Instead of being focused on the politics of the past, we need to be thinking about the future and how we make it better for families like yours. I'm Kamala Harris, candidate for president, and I approve this message.
Paid for by Harris for President.
What does winning Powerball sound like? Yeah! Sounds like it's time to play. We're talking big.
Wednesday's Powerball jackpot is $223 million.
This hour of instant feedback brought to you by Mike Papura of National Benefit Plans. For affordable health insurance, call 877-734-2200.
Mike Stone and Evan Jenkins break down everything Pistons on Restore the Floor. Get Restore the Floor on the Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts. WXYT FM and WXYT HD1 Detroit. An Odyssey Sports Station. Sports headlines. All day, every day. From the Corwell Health Sports Desk. This is 97.1 The Ticket.
Yeah, but we're borrowing Burrs for now.
Tigers' magic number is just 4 as they play Tampa Bay for Game 2 of their series at Comerica Park tonight. Cater Montero gets the start. The Tigers right now 83-74, tied with the Royals for the second and third wild card spots. The Twins now 2 games back. Manager A.J. Hinch says that being back at home downtown's provided an extra boost in what's already an exciting playoff chase.
We love being at home for this. We've got more work to do. You know, I'm going to say that. Kind of couch my enthusiasm is still there though because of the importance of these games and how our guys are responding.
The Tigers have won 21 of their last 29 games. That's the best record in baseball over that stretch. First pitch 6:40 tonight, the pregame at 6:15 right here on 97.1. And meanwhile, the Royals play the Nationals again tonight in D.C. after KC won the series opener last night. Twins take on the Marlins. They lost that series opener last night. Lions punter Jack Fox has been named NFC Special Teams Player of the Week after Sunday's win at the Cardinals. Wings have got their first preseason game tonight. They're in Chicago playing the Blackhawks. No broadcast tonight, but we will be on the air Friday when these two teams meet again in the preseason at LCA. And midweek odds as well for both Michigan State and Michigan. We're getting these from FanDuel. Wolverines 9.5-point favorites over Minnesota at the Big House. And up in East Lansing, Spartans 23.5-point underdogs against Ohio State. At the Corewell Health Sports Desk, I'm Luke Sloan. For more, go to 97.1 The Ticket or Odyssey.com.
All right, we'll take the time out from the business at hand to give you 7 good minutes of football. Kenny, music, please.
I think it tells you I'm right. They're pushing the envelope. I'm going to watch this team. Can I just say pass?
In Football Today, brought to you by Hungry Howie's Flavored Crust Pizza. So after week 3 in the NFL, we have some week 3 potential overreactions and a look a little bit to the future. Tell me if you think these takes are realistic. I've collected them from various sources online with hot takes on week 3. All right. First one here, Malik Neighbors is the best wide receiver from the 24 draft class, 37.8% target share, the 4th highest for any player through 3 games in over the last decade.
You want me to go first or wait for Rico?
No, I'll go first. Kenny, yes. And the reason why I'll say yes, because I think he's got the best quarterback throwing to him. I know Daniel Jones, but you think... No. I look at Caleb Williams and Rome Odunze could probably put up big numbers, but I don't think Caleb is ready for the NFL right now. So he's going to go through a lot of growing pains. Whereas if you would have put Rome on some
Olivia
other team, he could have done something. Now, the only one, he would have, I think he would have.
What does this have to do with Odunze? It's either Harrison or Neighbors.
No, I was going to say, actually, the one that could be is Xavier Worthy in Kansas City. That's the one that I think is going to be in competition with Neighbors.
This looks like Tavon Austin to me. Good luck at 165 surviving. I mean, look, Harrison's got Kyler. I got Daniel Jones. And what Neighbors has done, it's the single best 3-game start to a career in the history of the NFL. Give my dad one piece of joy. Malik Neighbors, FTW.
Okay.
That's all just one for Big G.
That's for you, Big G.
That's it. That's all I ask.
This one I never thought I would say out loud. Sam Darnold.
What, you're sober?
No. Hey. Sam Darnold is the hottest quarterback in the NFL after 3 weeks.
Also stunning.
He leads the NFL in passing touchdowns and ranks 2nd in passer rating, 4th in yards per attempt.
Did you hear what Belichick said about Darnold? It was spicy. He goes, it's no surprise, everyone likes Sam Darnold, except the Jets. Like, everyone has liked him at every step, basically saying the Jets mishandled this guy. I don't know.
Yeah, it was weird because... I mean, even when he was in San Francisco, they were like, yeah, we like him, but most teams have a quarterback, and he's coming in to be the backup. It's like, we didn't have a backup, we would have you. Minnesota may have looked into this. Kenny, I would say I would have him tied with Josh Allen. Josh Allen's really improved a lot to me. And these first 3 games, I'm like, wow. You keep playing like that, and I think you may win an MVP. And this wasn't the best quarterback in the NFL. This was the hottest quarterback in the NFL. Both with great week 3 or 3 weeks.
No, I mean, there's no argument. And again, it's what good organizations are able to do. Rico's organization does it. Kevin O'Connell does it. Sean McVay does it. Remember, Baker's turnaround started in L.A. when he went there after getting jettisoned in Carolina, and you go, wait, Baker looks okay. And then there's franchises like mine.
Speaking of franchises like yours, Saquon Barkley is the best signing in the NFL offseason. Leads the league in rushing yards, tied for rushing touchdowns.
Jesus, Kenny, I would... On live radio, it's hard to canvass every signing, but I'm good with it if you just say yes. I mean, look, he's carrying them the first couple of weeks. No A.J. Brown. Devontae Smith, I'm pretty sure, died. Yeah. Yes, go ahead. I'll say yes.
Yeah, and you know what? If he catches the pass...
they're undefeated right now. So, yeah, they've gotten their money's worth. I think that's safe to say.
Matt LaFleur should be NFL Coach of the Year. Malik Willis looked like he was going to be out of the NFL entirely a few years back. And
yes, he's one of the great offensive minds in the game. And it's clear that with Rodgers leaving, he got to run the offense he really wanted to run. We were talking about Love as a top 5 QB. And look, the words Malik Willis has won back-to-back games in this league should never be uttered.
Right.
So, yes, LaFleur wins.
Oh, man, yes, but you can't forget Kevin O'Connell either, because Minnesota, JJ was going to be your guy. They were left for dead. They were the team that no one in the NFC North talked about, and everybody's looking up at them. But, yeah, what Green Bay is doing, because, look, when we were in Vegas and we saw him go down, wow, Lions just got it easy. Yeah, those two right there, they're going to fight it out for that. But, yeah, what he did, genius.
The Steelers turned in another great defensive performance. Now, they still lack the offense, but they need to be taken seriously in the AFC.
Disagree completely. It's fun, it's cute, but let's face it. You played Bo Nix. You played half of Justin Herbert with a prosthetic leg. I can't take it serious. You're not going to win games this way.
Yeah, I think this reminds me of the Steelers of 2020, where I think they started the year off like 9-0 or 10-0, but even David was like, this isn't real. They're winning games, but eventually you have to be able to go out there and score. They're not.
Andy Dalton will be the Panthers quarterback the rest of the way out. Pulled the plug on Bryce. I guess the better question is, do we ever see Bryce again?
I continue to read that the Panthers are having internal discussions about a trade, and it could happen at the deadline. Look, David Tepper's a wild card. David Tepper is the one who said that wasn't Dave Canales. Dave Canales didn't take this job to start Andy Dalton. Tepper can wake up one morning, have bad gas,
with your
and say,
penis out.
I'm
just going to wait and dump it out when we get home.
I don't know. That's my answer.
When we get out there.
Yeah, but the fact that he goes down and literally the first drive scores, and it's like, yeah, what was so hard about this? I think Bryce you'll see him again. You won't see him again for a Carolina Panthers jersey. I think that he's going to be a lot like we talked about Darnold, Baker Mayfield, Jared Goff, guys who started at one place, maybe has to go to someplace, another city, start over again, but have that city fall in love with them, and then maybe he can do something.
Now, this one on a scale of 1 to 10. If we lived in the greater Chicago area, where should the panic level be with Caleb?
Okay. You want to go first?
I was about to say, it's almost
daily log.
What's going on in East Lansing.
Oh, yeah. Forgot.
And a lot of interceptions, a lot of not getting it done. Chicago was stupid enough to believe that they were a playoff team. And I kept saying, they're not. So you know what,
Last
Kenny?
job.
This is all on
Last
them.
job's
Because
office.
no one said that this kid was going to go straight from UNC
Full jobs.
taking you to the playoffs. The panic
21.
meter should be low because he's playing like a rookie QB, but Chicago people aren't that
41.
smart. So I'm going to say it's a lot higher.
It's 5 for me. I mean,
Got
the
it.
same stupid stuff I saw at USC he's doing now. But
Amen.
the problem is they can't run the ball. It's a lot like Aiden Childs in that regard. They can't
Copy.
run it. And then Caleb's got to feel like he's doing it all on his own.
Did you
and
put
then,
it?
cutscene, stupid
Wednesday?
bleep. And you're like, why
Yes.
did you just do that?
Yeah.
Brother, you can change the color of the jerseys, and it's the same story.
It feels similar.
Are we just going to gloss over the fact that Rico called everybody from Chicago stupid? Because that was kind of funny.
Well, they are. They have tomatoes and pickles on their hot dogs. It's a ridiculous premise. Their pizza is also a casserole. Not right.
We talked about
Ready.
some league neighbors earlier.
All right,
so
gone
I'm gonna
ready.
end on this.
More neighbors talk.
Will a wide receiver win Offensive Rookie of the Year?
Raring to go.
All right. He's raring to go.
Because the rookie QBs look. Well, wait a minute.
That's why I asked the question.
Whoa, stop the clock. Jen Dennis.
Yep.
I asked this question of Cookies yesterday on the podcast, and I know it's stupid and it's
My phone.
way too early, but for fun.
Where is it?
Sports are fun.
What
Did the
just
Bears draft their own
happened?
quarterback?
Here it is.
Give me
Gone.
yes 4,000.
Okay,
Where could
here's a stat. Just don't tell
Where
me the
could it
Commanders are
possibly
good.
be?
Fell
They're
on the
not.
ground somewhere.
The Commanders haven't
God.
punted since week 1.
Where could it possibly be?
Punt against the Giants.
You didn't get out of the truck, so
when's the last I had it?
Yeah,
good question.
38 points. That's a rookie
Look on the
quarterback playing role
side.
now.
Oh shit!
I think they did, and yeah, I think he's going to be the runaway
what happened?
MVP if he can just put up. Because everybody's going to remember that game on Monday night. And
it didn't fall out the door when you were
the receivers are going to be good.
No,
but I don't think you have any great receivers.
Yes,
so,
I'm
he's
sure.
gonna end up winning.
Okay, but look under your seat.
And that is in football today.
Look behind in the back seat.
I'm doing it right now.
On the
For
ground.
over 40 years, Metro Detroit, Mastercraft Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, Electrical, they've got you
ridiculous.
covered, man. They've been doing it right for 40 years, and they've got the buying power to get you the best equipment at the best price.
Not
Period.
here.
Great customer service.
Well, where else
They
could
even
it go?
back their work
I don't
with a
know.
5-year warranty, and Mastercraft
I'm
is one-stop
thrilled.
shop for heating, AC,
I'm gonna
plumbing,
get
and
over.
electrical. Plenty
I
of
don't wanna do
generators in
this,
stock as well for
this
when
is
that
fun
power
too.
goes out. Like
I'm out of
a lot.
this.
Fast installation, same-day service. Go to mastercraftheating.com.
I don't want to deal with it anymore.
24 Seconds Bar and Grill in Berkeley, the best place for great food, great atmosphere, and great specials. Book your seat on the 24 Second Shuttle for this Monday night's game. Only $40. Great specials for Detroit football in all Sunday
Yeah, I just
games.
don't.
Head on down to 24 Seconds.
Aha.
For the action.
See?
We're in for 20 and 30
What was
degree
I
days.
thinking?
You're a
Month after
doofus.
month. If you've got cold, drafty windows,
Right?
chances are your windows were installed
Are you a
wrong.
doofus?
Bad installations
Yeah.
are the #1 reason for cold, drafty windows. I'm
What a
Mark Ryan,
relief.
I'm here
Yeah,
to tell you
thank
that's
goodness.
where the CNO
What?
Ward difference
Thank
really
goodness.
matters.
I thought
CNO
maybe you
Ward
fell
is
out
the
of the
one
car
Michigan window
when
company
you
can
peed-
trust for the
dropped
best
the
installation,
pee out.
guaranteed in writing
And
for
then
as
your
long
phone
as
would
you
be
own your
all
home.
peed.
It's the CNO Ward
That would be
peace of mind
disgusting.
guarantee.
Oh, yeah.
You can't put a price on that. If you want to replace your windows once and for all,
That
call
would be
CNO
disgusting.
Ward.
Yes,
Their
it would.
installers are all trained and certified, no freelancers. They are the #1 Anderson window installer in Michigan. Right now, CNO Ward has 0% APR, no payments for 1 year, and windows for every budget. Their friendly operators are standing by right now. Schedule your complimentary window inspection and quote. It's easy. Call 1-800-GO-CL-WARD. That's 1-800-GO-CL-WARD.
One more reason to choose Michigan Auto Law.
11 times insurance companies made lowball settlement offers to good people who were seriously hurt in auto accidents, offering between nothing, not even a penny, and $30,000. And 11 times the verdict at trial was over $1 million, including the largest auto accident trial verdict in Michigan last year. Don't let the insurance companies lowball you. We specialize in auto law.
Michigan Auto Law. Autolaw.com.
Need a little help? O'Reilly Auto Parts can help. Need advice? We've got advice. No matter what you need, we have thousands of professional parts people doing their part to make sure you have it. Exceptional customer service. Just one part that makes O'Reilly stand apart. The professional parts people.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Did you know your skin is the largest organ of your body? That's why you should shower with Old Spice Super Hydration Body Wash instead of plain old bars.
Yep.
Love your skin by super hydrating it with vitamin B3 and glorious notes of vanilla and shea. Did you know that my super hydrated skin is
Like
the
Billy
second largest
Billy
organ
Bob
of my
Thornton.
body?
Yep.
The first is my heart.
What about
Old Spice.
He's bad Santa.
Oh, yeah.
Old Spice Super Hydration Body Wash. 24/7 renewing moisture. With daily use.
Do you have an opinion? Of course you do. Call the D Las Vegas 97.1 The Ticket Studio line at 248-539-9797. The D Las Vegas. The home of Detroit sports in Vegas.
The Michigan Wolverines play the Minnesota Golden Gophers at the Bakehouse. Pre-game Saturday at 11, kickoff at noon on 104.3 WOMC.
All right, Tigers, clearly the story of the day. We're going to get back to it momentarily. Also, Kerry Carpenter on the morning show. If you wanted that, Odyssey.com rewind. We've asked the question all day today. Is this team going to the World Series? Now, we arrived at that topic through some zaniness. But it's just about gauging your level of belief in
destiny in the inexplainable. In many ways, the Tigers are the baseball equivalent of Rico's UFOs. So we just talk about it.
Take us
Not a stray. You believe in zaniness. What the Tigers have done, it's zany. Neither can be proven. That Bo Brisky's not Dennis Eckersley, I know.
Greg Maddux is on the staff.
I wanted to just for a moment, if we could. We'll get back into the Tigers in a second, and we will get to your calls.
Oh, yeah.
In the same
indeed
vein that we've been talking about
That's
the Tigers.
what.
The idea of how far can they take it? Look at our two college teams. Now, this weekend was illuminating for a lot of reasons. Michigan turned themselves into a service academy. It was the only way I could see them doing it, and they did it. And they won a game that I gave them a good shot in here.
Let's see how many hours we've gotten for this week.
And I don't believe they're beating Ohio State. And I do believe they will drop a game somewhere where they're just not going to bully somebody and have 32 yards passing. But
26 hours and 30 minutes.
By making the switch to Origin and changing how they play football, they have now built a floor in that they are no worse than 8-4. Is that fair?
No, because one of the teams that I thought you were going to lose to was USC. You beat them. So, yeah, 8-4 is there unless you just have a stinker and you go to 7-5. But I see where you're going with the floor because, yeah, you're looking at Indiana. I think it's probably that one school.
It said warning notification.
Probably is
I'm not
that
sure.
toughest test for that could beat you. Yeah, I could roll with that.
As far as Michigan State goes, I have a question. I don't know that I'll get a single call on it, and I want to be clear. There's nobody who wants Aiden Childs to be awesome more than me, but I live in the real world. So here's my issue. Now, this is where Rico's going to call me a boomer, an old man. I'm not mad that Aiden Childs makes a bleep load of money. In fact, I just don't care. But whether you play for free or whether you make $1 million a year, here's the rule for a quarterback. You do not get to play when you consistently give the football to the other team. I don't care if you're in grade school, middle school, high school, JUCO, D3, D2, 1AA, or 1A. I don't care. I don't care if you play for Penn State or Kentucky. I don't care if you play for Alabama A&M or the Crimson Tide. The rules are the rules. MSU was so much better than Boston College, it's not even funny. Why did they lose the game? The turnovers. Want to cite the fumbled kickoff? You're right. Aiden Childs doesn't return kicks. But he had 3 interceptions and at least 6 turnover-worthy throws, meaning, oh my God, that's in the hands of a Boston College defender. Oh, thank God he dropped it.
Reason why he plays DB and not wide receiver.
Yeah, baby. So my question, if he goes out and turns it over a couple times against Ohio State, at what point does a head coach in 2024, all things considered, financial,
Scotch, that's what it is.
ego,
it's probably because of Scotch.
Oh,
yeah,
because I hate Scotch.
Weighing that out versus
I hate Scotch.
I have to establish accountability.
Your way
in this
so much
program.
faster.
Meaning,
It is.
Aiden,
We would have been home by now.
Yes.
we're paying you, Helen.
We would have been.
You can't keep doing this. You're killing the 84 other scholarship players. Inaccuracies I can live with. I ran it when I should have thrown. I thrown it when I should have ran. I can live with it. Rico, we talked about this off air. If you check it down and you miss the deep read, it's all part of the process.
Right.
But when you are doing, I'm Brett Favre, and he has 8 or 9 turnovers in 4 games. If he throws his second pick against Ohio State, am I wrong for saying, Aiden, you're going to sit next to me now, and you're going to look at this. You're still our starter, but I can't keep doing this. Or is that me? Oh, Mike's stuck in 1984. Enjoy your grape nuts.
Buddy, thanks for listening to the 5-Star Zone. Said the exact same thing. If I'm Jonathan Smith, I would say before the game, Aiden, after your second interception or second turnover, you're out. You're going to stand next to me and we're going to watch the game together. And maybe maybe that'll help you see it differently from the sideline and see what you should do in the next game. But you're right. You can't just keep sending this kid out there to turn the ball over and say, well, he's going to get better. There has to be some repercussions for the mistakes. So
I think there's a first-round pick in that guy.
He's there.
Good. I mean, but he needs time.
Like the one play where he breaks, it should have been a 12-yard sack, and instead he turned into a 25-yard run. It's like, okay, that was brilliant. Even the play late in the game where he eludes the defense and flips it in the air to Nate Carter, it should have been a touchdown. It's like, okay, that's the Aiden Childs that we're all waiting to see. But yeah, when he's just throwing the ball into double coverage, it's like, why?
He's not seeing it. Safeties were playing games with him.
They were. And going back to your Michigan thing, I would say actually, Mike, I would maybe put the floor at 7-5. Here's my rationale for that. Can we agree USC's defense was not lights out? They couldn't tackle. They're better than they were last year. Michigan, I don't know if it's sustainable that you're going to get a pick six in every game or a defensive or a special team score. In the second half, until the final drive, it was 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out.
Yeah.
Against a USC defense at home. If you're going to run this style and teams just realize they're never going to pass the ball, we're going to stack the line, that's going to be difficult to do.
It will, but let's also be, I want to be fair. Fair is my favorite F word.
It's not.
I want to give Alex Orji, I want to show him enough grace that he came into this game with 7 career passes. He has to show incremental improvement. I don't think he'll ever be a high-level passer. It's why no one was really offering him as a quarterback out of high school. But if he can become average?
No, I think what'll change my mind and bring it back to 8-4 is the health of Loveland. If Loveland's in there, I think he can cover up some of the warts and he can hit him with the short passes, because it was just like, all right, 3rd and 8 and 2-yard pass. That's and pray to God your guy can break a tackle. Oh, he couldn't, and we're punting the ball again. So I don't think that you're going to get Will Johnson baiting a quarterback into another pick six. If you're relying upon that, I don't see that. But yeah, as far as Childs, I said the same thing, man. You got to have the and don't do it during the game. Let him know, hey, kid, 2 turnovers is your limit from here on out. Once you get that second one, you're right here with me, because I guess is the goal of the season to develop Aiden Childs, or is it to win games? If you're telling me it's just to develop Aiden Childs, then leave him in there at all costs.
And I have choice C.
What's choice C?
To set a standard for what this effing program is going to be about. If you bastardize yourself in your first year as head coach by allowing a kid to go out and have 27 turnovers at the end of a season, what message are you sending to the rest of the guys in that room, where if a DB blows an assignment, you're sitting his ass on the bench? Mm-hmm. If an offensive lineman has 3 personal fouls for late hits, you're not whistling by that graveyard. Oh, I don't care Aiden makes the most. See, this is my... See, I don't want to be a boomer.
No.
But this is my problem.
Here's the thing. When he was making all the mistakes, I'm not even sitting there thinking, you make $1 million. I'm thinking, Aiden, are you blind? Why are you throwing into double coverage? The money didn't even pop into my head.
Oh, it popped into mine.
I'm just thinking, you can't keep
nothing.
You can't keep throwing to the other team in double coverage. That's the problem. And you can't keep missing wide open receivers. The offensive coordinator he's designing plays that guys are running free, and each and every time, him and Foster
I
just
told you
miss
about
each other.
Lindgren. This is why I like Jonathan Smith. They were able to scheme people wide open at OSU. It was the TJ Lang drunk on the couch Cooper Kupp text that I get every Sunday. How the hell is this guy so open? Hey, that's what Lindgren does.
I don't know if it's just the fact that Childs and Foster can't get along, because think about it. He was able to hit Nick Marsh wide open twice. Here's my opinion. You can tell me I'm wrong.
Walgreens.
Yep. Aiden is going to win a game we have no business winning somewhere on this game.
Yeah.
He is going to.
And you might have your turn signal on with your ring on Lockhaven.
No. Probably. I'm just saying, there's also going to be a game, like Saturday night, where he single-handedly costs his team. And I have to see some accountability. And for the mouth breathers, no one is screaming about Aiden Childs. No one is vilifying him. Guys, it's simple. There has to be accountability. He can't keep turning it over this way.
You're right, but here's the thing. Just like in Maryland, if Carter makes that catch, you forget about all the interceptions and the turnovers he had against Maryland because they won the game late. They rallied.
Okay.
And late in that game, there was a touchdown. Carter put on boxing gloves, and they dropped the ball.
You know, the other thing, and I try to be mindful of it, State did play the game missing 4 of their top 5 receivers from a wide receiver room that I'm pretty convinced Kenny could get reps in. So it's not a good spot, and I know there's no running game. But it doesn't, nothing, no situation on a football field at any level of football justifies or allows me to rationalize a QB who is -3 in the turnover column every game. It's got to stop.
8 turnovers in 4 games. Last time I checked,
And that's
Blake,
before
let
we
me
play
look.
Ohio State, Oregon, and Michigan.
Oh,
Not
fun.
Fun. 248-539-9797. We'll get some of your phone calls. Don't worry, we'll get back to the Tigers too. M43, you know the deal. It's Old Nation Brewing. Best in the game. Settle in for your football weekend or your Tigers playoff games. Head home from work tonight. Stop by wherever quality beer is sold and pick up a 4-pack. You know what you're getting.
I don't know. We'll see. I got my
You're
camera
getting
just in case.
high-caliber,
Keep your fingers
award-winning,
crossed.
Handcrafted.
Yeah.
Wonderful beer. And not just the M43, but their entire lineup. Respectfully brewed in Williamston with the best ingredients. Support one of the last true local and independent breweries in America. It's Old Nation Brewing Company. They remind you to please drink responsibly.
97.1 The Ticket. Traffic.
From the WWJ 24-hour traffic center, hey, welcome to your afternoon. The good news is that accident along northbound I-75 at McNichols finally cleared. Still lingering is the crash on westbound 94 after Schaefer. Right shoulder is blocked. Then you have the broken down vehicle northbound 75 after Grange Hall Road. Right lane is blocked there. The construction should be wrapped up for today along northbound M39.
Oh, let's see.
Let's see, just in case. I got my camera on.
The entire project, by the way, is going to
If
take
you're
us
ready.
till the end of this month. I'm Valerie.
Got it just in case.
I don't know.
Getting close.
Hypertrophic cardiomyopathy is a serious heart condition. Some symptoms include being short of breath, feeling tired,
think so. I don't know.
dizziness, or chest pain. My HCM impacted how I felt and what I could do. So I asked my cardiologist about treatment advances, thinking of options. That conversation was a big
fucker.
That's why I'm working with Bristol Myers Squibb to raise awareness about HCM and to help others like me. Talk to your cardiologist today and visit HCMrealtalk.com to learn more.
Sponsored by Bristol Myers Squibb.
I'm Dan Campbell, head coach of the Detroit Lions. Everyone knows you get aggressive on fourth down, and everyone knows you call Sam if you're injured.
Might
Why
have
not?
to give it another
They've
week.
been offering their no-fee guarantee forever, and they always give everyone a free call and consultation. Not to mention they've recovered billions of dollars for their clients, and
Another
they've had
week.
the winning record for over 50 years. That's why everyone knows you call Sam if you're injured. It's the best call you can make after an accident. Some things just aren't up for debate. Injured? Call Sam.
1-800-CALL-SAM.
We have devices that track all kinds of things in our lives. Devices that tell us how many steps we take and monitor our health. Apps where we can track our nutrition, exercise, and sleep. And websites that rate restaurants, venues, shows, and movies. But did you know that you can also track and see your voting record? Your voting record is public. So when you skip an election and don't vote, your voter
Yeah,
score goes down.
fuckers.
And when you do vote, it goes up.
Yeah, they are
Simple as
fuckers.
that. Who you vote for is always private, but if you voted, is public. So go to votehq.org to find out how to make sure that
Fuckers.
voter score doesn't drop this election. You can vote by mail from September 26th to November 1st. Vote early in person from October 26th to November 3rd. Or vote in person on Tuesday, November 5th. That's
Yeah, these fuckers.
votehq.org for more info on how to cast your ballot this election. Paid for by American Independent Radio.
I'm Bob Burke, founder and chairman of Burke America Parts Group, a family of brands that includes RepairClinic.com,
an appliance and HVAC part solution company that's grown into an international brand. Before AmericanEagle.com, we partially launched a new technology platform developed by another firm. American Eagle helped take our technology to a whole new level with digital marketing, software development, and business insights into our key markets. Appliances, HVAC,
and he got a Jiminy Cricket.
And did so both on time and on budget. AmericanEagle.com has the resources, experience, and talent needed to produce solutions. Our new technology platform, developed by AmericanEagle.com, has produced tremendous results with higher traffic, conversion, engagement, and online revenue. If you have any home repairs you need to take care of, check us out at RepairClinic.com. If you need a world-class website or technology project, then I would highly recommend AmericanEagle.com.
Call AmericanEagle.com at 773-NETWORK. That's AmericanEagle.com, 773-NETWORK.
Buying or selling a home is a big deal. Literally. It's one of the largest financial transactions you're likely to make. So work with someone who will work with your best interest in mind. Someone who agrees to operate with transparency, honesty, and fairness every step of the way. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors.
Who do I
and
have?
are bound by a strict code of ethics that requires they put your interests above
I
theirs.
have one.
Because that's
Do you have one? Or
who we
I
are.
have one.
Make sure
I
your
do.
agent is a realtor.
You do.
The Valenti and Rico Show is presented by Femininio Law. Go to GetDavidGetPaid.com.
It's not that small.
Yeah, we'll just ask
We'll get back to the phones.
All right.
We took a brief detour from baseball. We've done it all day. We'll continue to do it, but asking questions about Michigan and Michigan State. Also, there's a wild story in college football that I absolutely blame Rico for, but we may get to it later. No, again, it just, how can anyone take this sport seriously? You know what, F it, I'm doing it right now. I don't care.
Here's why you can't blame me. Because I said immediately when this went down, okay, sign contracts,
No.
make the schools pay, all right, have a salary cap.
Well, you can't have a cap if it's not collectible. All right.
Okay, I'm just.
Well,
but
let's see how I got
sign,
this.
Sign contracts with kids with
Oh, yeah.
NIL. Okay,
Good one.
no more handshake deals at Arby's.
All right, here's what happened. So one of the fun stories in college football is UNLV. They're undefeated for the first time at 3-0 since 1984. When? Who played quarterback? Oh, also led America in punting.
I was about to say, was it Randall Cunningham?
Yes. So,
Yes.
so here's my point.
I can't
Matt
see.
Sluka was a